turn this one full little peak, and it definitely flies by each and every single time. So it's something that you shouldn't be afraid of. So you're gonna turn this to the spectator. You're gonna grab your peak, and then you're gonna turn them immediately face down. And if you can't table them at this point, so you're gonna just turn this one, make a brief comment about this particular name and it not being important to the spectator. And now you know everything you need to know.
You know, I don't like the live stream that it only shows the comments that aren't filtered. I don't like that shit. I want all the comments to show, regardless of what they say. But YouTube defaulted to like pussy mode. I don't like that. So yeah, I'm editing Saturday's video. I'm actually editing Saturday's video, which is a book review slash mentalist trick. But here's the intelligent part. Yesterday, what I did is that I started editing this video. I started editing today's video, which is a hot one, by the way. I started editing it from the beginning and then did a little bit of a live stream. This time, I'm being a little bit intelligent, and I'm already almost done with this edit, apart from 2 minutes. So I need to edit 2 more minutes, and then I should be gooch. That was a hot trick too. Yeah, I love the I love that concept of making a card vanish. I first saw it, I think, done at least something similar by Daryl, which is very, very dope. Because all you really need is a break above or below whichever card you want to vanish, and then you get to see that just in the action of showing them that their card is gone in apparently this fair fashion. It's very simple to just sneak that card underneath, and they never see the card. So they never see the card whatsoever, which is kind of dope. So I really, really like that bit. And you're secretly turning it face down. Where'd I put it? Where did I put it? I know I put, there you go. So I just really like that bit. I think that's from Daryl, believe it or not. So you know what I should do? YouTube should allow me to send a notification myself, so that I pick and I get send a notification out when I do a live stream. That's what YouTube should allow me to do. But instead, they make the decision for everyone, and it ends up being kind of shit.
So it's something that you should be afraid of. So you're gonna turn this to the spectator. You're gonna grab your peak, and then you're gonna turn them immediately face down. And if you can't take
so this book, how's my chariot? My chariot's shit. I think you're absolutely right that it's the solenoid, which I think has been giving me issues, because I actually have the battery was fully charged, and it tends to happen after the rain. So anytime anytime it rains, the bike seems to have an issue starting. But the lights are on, you know, all the electrics seem to be working fine. The lights don't dim or anything like that. So then it just has an issue starting. So I ordered the solenoid, which isn't that expensive, you were right. And it should be coming Saturday. So unfortunately, until then, I'm going to be bikeless. I don't think it's going to be that hard of a replacement, because the piece seems to be in front of the battery. I might be selling myself a little bit too short here, but hopefully it's not going to be too hard of a fix. But if that doesn't work, then really I have to imagine it's that front part that you told me to kind of hammer it up. I was looking up some videos of people doing that too. It's kind of like our last resort to move it. Can we see what you're editing? You could hear it. You could hear what I'm editing.
So you're gonna just turn this one, make a brief comment about this particular name and it not being important to the spectator.
So you could hear that. That's it's gonna be a book review and a mentalist trick. So it's gonna be a nice little bit of way to reveal an important name to the spectator, and a review of a really, really good book called Faith Healers. Crossword diagnosis: make sure the battery disconnected when you replace the solenoid. Okay, good tip. Good tip. I would have just slammed it in there, replacing it with the battery up. But I did do a little bit of a test just to see if it was the busted solenoid. So I got a screwdriver, and then I kind of tapped it on it, and it sparked, and then the bike started momentarily. So that kind of tells me at least that it might be that. So I'm hoping that once I replace that, it's not going to be an issue. But the battery's not it's not an old battery either. I bought it maybe a year and a half ago, so it might And then anytime I charge it doesn't really take that long to charge, so I can't imagine that it's a shit battery. It's definitely gonna be fun though. I really hope that I could just get that taken care of. But yeah, this whole week's been a goddamn mess, to be honest.
And now you know everything you need to know. So at this point, you know that the bottom one is the spectators. You also know that
This is a really good
you also
trick,
know the
per
actual
se.
bit of important information.
I can imagine you trying to get on top of a bike and eventually use a step stool. Come on, man. What sucks is that I'm a little bit far off from any sort of shops, so I had to kind of walk a couple miles to the nearest shop. And again, in my infinite wisdom, instead of calling them, I realized that I just walked over there, which kind of sucks, because then they had to order the piece and yada yada yada, all that bullshit. That's the advantage of cruises, they sit low. Sup, dying channel. Says, sat or plagiarized my unborn self for too long. God damn. My channel's not dying. I think I would know if my channel's dying. Uh, Live streams are definitely kind of like, it's right now, how many is it? 11 out of potentially 43K. But I think that's the same for most people. For some odd reason, it's always a small percentage. But anyway, I'm training, so I have to go. Just wanted to see if there was any help. Yeah, of course, man. Thank you. I can't thank you enough for that. It's good to, your expertise in that is something that kind of led me into the right way, because I don't know where I would have done. So thank you, Mr. RB. Did you watch Now You See Me? I know it's a bit old. I have a review for Now You See Me. I have a review up on the channel. One thing that I'm going to start doing from now on, if you didn't notice in this video, is I'm going to add secret links. So I'm going to add secret links to videos, just because I feel like a lot of people haven't seen my old stuff and haven't seen stuff, and they recommend, or they ask, hey, Pigcake, did you do a video on this? And it turns out that I had. So if you look up Pigcake Now You See Me, I did a little bit of a review on that. So trying to do one of these hot memes. Can I do it up the ladder? There you go. Got him. I'm trying to think of what can I show here? What can I kind of show off? I don't know if I could show off anything in particular that's going to be what the heck happened to old Pigcake? All profane Pigcake. Jeez, I expect it to be insulted, not to hurt your feelings. Are you 12? Is that what it is? You want to get insulted because you really don't have any other, like, you don't have any other social standing in life, so you derive you you derive satisfaction from being shat on. I think that's the beginning of like a BDSM sort of fetish, when you pretty much have like daddy issues. Night Owl says, I love your tutorials. Honestly, I watch your tutorials. Your tutorials are fun to watch and are actually easy to learn. Hey, boy, thank you, man. I appreciate that, Night Owl. I'm glad you enjoy that shit. That's why I make them. That's why I make them. How's my back in time performance? Well, I didn't see the performance because, again, in this current situation that I'm in, the only internet that I got is a hotspot from this. So that's how I've been uploading videos, which is kind of, I got some dedication in this bitch, man. I'd be dedicated to my craft. But I haven't seen that. I only saw the one on Instagram. I only saw the one on Instagram, which was the end of the performance, which I left a little bit of a comment. But you seem very calm. You seem very collected, which is great. But I need to see the rest of the performance. But I think you got a great reaction, which was indicative of the way you performed the trick. One thing you didn't do, though, is you didn't give a reason for them to hold the card. So at the end of the trick, when they're holding the card, right, you show the double, and then you have them pinch the card, and you say, don't move, don't move. Let's see if this works. Pinch the card. I want you to use the card and wave it over the deck. You see what that does? Stop, 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 stop. We've gone back in time. We've actually gone back in time to see when all the cards were facing the same direction. Wait, wait, wait. Stop, stop, stop. Don't move. We've actually gone back in time further than that to when you picked your card out of the deck. And of course, at that point, that's when they turned it over. You still killed it. I mean, that's just what works for me. But I think that you needed to have justified at least why they're holding the card, because then why are you handing them the card? The I guess the justification is, oh, here's a card that's not yours. Wave it over the deck, stop, and that's what completed the process of going back in time. I don't think I saw that in your performance.
Know everything you need to know. So at this point, you know the
Say the F word 5 times. F word, F word, F word, F word, and F word. There you go. I said it 5 times, Magnus.
the bottom one is the spectators. You also know that the actual
Is Kermit the Frog hot? Yeah. That lighting looks like sunlight. Yeah, dude. I can't even. Let me see if I can even show it. Can I even show it without exposing too much? What can I? No, I probably can't without exposing some sort of aspect of where I'm currently at. But yeah, that's the fucking. That's a light. That's like a incandescent light bulb from the '90s that I'm sure is costing this place way too much money. Show your beautiful, pristine mug. I don't think I got a mug anywhere near me, but if I did, I'll definitely show it. You know what I do have here, though? I got an EMF detector. That shows you how fucked this place is. Then there's an EMF detector here. You know those, like, ghost hunting shows? For some reason, that's why there's fucking... That's the sort of weird shit in this place. Gave a like for the F words. That's what I'm talking about. White goy. So my sister and her friend were arguing, and now they're all buddy buddy. That's dumb as fuck. Yeah, that sounds like a normal thing, man. That sounds like a normal thing, especially considering females. Look at this hat. Anyway, look at that dope hat. That's not something I'm selling. That's just something I had made for me. I wanted to have a hat and kind of wanted to rip off Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald has a hat that says sports on it, which I thought was fantastic. So I decided to have just to get a hat and put hat on it. And put a fucking hat on it. And I actually wanted to go ahead and write hat on it. But these nuts. But alas, that was too much. Mug Club. Hashtag Mug Club. Should Piggy have a Mug Club? No. I'll leave that to Steven Crowder and his meme. What a hottie, man. Steven Crowder's a fucking hottie.
you also know the actual bit of
That's throwing off the color balance, too.
on it, in this case the name, and you also know that these two are not of relevance. So you can mix it up however you want.
I'm editing, by the way. That's why I don't think I'm ignoring the chat here.
The ones that aren't important to the spectator. And this one's going to be remaining face down on the table. And of course you have the kicker where you could...
See, now I gotta zoom in on that meme. I did a little bit of a punching action. So what I gotta do, I gotta do a tracking meme.
And of course you have the...
I gotta do a tracking meme, because what's a video without doing a tracking meme?
Punch the spectator.
Okay, so now... What I don't like about Adobe Premiere is that they don't have an automatic version of doing this. So I can't just pick a spot and it automatically tracks. I have to pretty much do it on my own, which kind of sucks. But, okay, so let's zoom in here. And then I gotta move this shit here. And move this shit back. And then move this shit here. And then move this shit back. And then this is completely mistimed. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I think that's the aesthetic. So let's see how it looks.
Of course you have the kicker where you could punch the spectator.
Okay, there you go. That's dope. Let's see. My carbon monoxide detector makes those same beeps and I can't get it to stop. That was fucking great, man. I'm surprised you've made it this long. Who did you get the hat made through? It was just a mall kiosk, man. I just passed by. I was honestly I went to the mall in a hat hunt looking for a dope hat. And then I passed by a kiosk and I just told the guy the idea and he did it pretty well. He embroidered it pretty well. It isn't like one of these cheap, shitty things. So he did it fairly well. But I think I'm going to have Pigcake hats made. But it just depends on Teespring. I already kind of made the request, but they're kind of being slow. Daniel. What is that you say all the time? Donnie! That shit wrecks me, man. I do, Daniel, DC. Have I ever accidentally shown my face on YouTube? I don't think so. I think maybe a couple reflections here and there. Magic trick is codename for phallus. So if you say, "Let me show you a magic trick," really you want to show your small wiener to the ladies. Can I do clip shift? I suck at that, man. My clip shift sucks dick. That's as much as my clip shift is. It sucks absolute cock. I think it's kind of a pointless move too. It's kind of a pointless move. Look at this. Can't you just do this? Look at that. You got that? There you go. Or even this one. That one is kind of a better move in my opinion. You're just doing that bottom steal. So many different moves. It's just so that move monkey. I'm still waiting on the Taco Bell close-up pad. Look up Taco Bell bath mat on Amazon, and you'll be able to find it. Taco Bell bath mat. Donnie, I'll be back in a few if you're still on. There you go. Oh, fucking Donnie, man. Still better than mine. Nice. Yeah, it's one of those odd moves too. I rather, I mean, if that's the case, then it just to me, this. Okay, so to do the clip shift, I think it's pertaining when you want to have a card from the middle and go to the top of the deck. But if that's the case, why don't you just do like a side steal? Why don't you just do a side steal? I feel like that's the other one. And I told you we're making the hat, son. Just waiting on the adapter. Hey, boy. You know what, man? Fuck. Fuck yeah, son. Fuck Teespring, man. They've been giving me the runaround. They've been giving me the fucking hot runaround, dude. I don't need that in my life. Do it local. You and me. What obnoxious slight. KFC or McDonald's playing cards. I think Mickey D's would probably look dope. Mickey D's would look probably dope. Well, didn't I do a video? I did a video on that one recently. This little steal, as a nice little bit of a steal there, so you could go, oh, look at that, got him. I live in Pakistan and they just have fucking plastic playing cards. You know, I had a video that I've had in the pipeline forever as to I think it's called Playing Cards Don't Matter. And it's just pretty much a trick using plastic cards. Those really plastic Nightbeth cards that are really huge, and you could still kind of manage them. But you know, yeah, I guess that kind of does suck. Ryan Avery, acknowledge me, you sexy magic man. Hey man, how do you know that? I could be a piece of shit, dude. Well, I'm not fat. I don't know why people keep asking. Hey, dude, are you fat? I mean, you see the bod in the videos. Although, yeah, now that I'm looking, it's being hidden with the hoodie, so that's kind of a detriment.
Being able to reveal the important information to them. Oh boy, that's a strong one, man. You don't even need anything. All you need is a bit of paper, a pencil, a pen, and you are good to go. Man, don't ever say Pigcake doesn't give you anything, because that's some straight heat.
I'm almost done. Holy shit! I'm actually almost done editing this bitch.
All over that trick.
Okay, I just said yeeted all over that trick, so I definitely need a. Let's see.
Man, I could almost imagine people yeeting.
Oh shit! Damn, dude, that's an iron sharp dab. That is an iron sharp dab, son.
The kids say, man, I could.
All right, here we go. Let me zoom in on this. I gotta zoom in on this.
Man, I could almost imagine people eating all over that trick.
Oh my god, that's rough. That is rough.
As the kids say, man, I could almost imagine.
I feel like a one of those rapists that's trying to like do trendy, child stuff, to try to entice children. Like that's what I feel like, dabbing on camera here, or half dabbing. I've never done a full dab. I've only done half dabs.
Imagine people eating. As the kids say, man, I could almost imagine people eating.
Okay, I know what I gotta do for this one. I know what I gotta do. I gotta find, there's a video graphic here of, almost like, there you go. Anime zoom. That's what I need to find right here. Anime zoom. Fucking. Okay, this is what I need right here. This is what's gonna bring out the dankness. But then I also got to do a green screen meme. A fucking green screen. Let me get that ultra matte Ultra key. Let me get that ultra key, boy. By the way, I just want you to know I usually I talk to myself when I edit, so it's not just because there's a live stream going on, but it's because of that. That's a cool hat of a hat though. It's a hat of a hat, man. If I could have done it like more in depth, I would have definitely done that. Gotten hat written on it. Maybe the hat is on top of a guy who's wearing a hat with a hat on it. Oh man, you're right. Like yourself, when I watched people's today's video, and I heard the old school headphone warning, I halfway expected to hear a deck of cards hitting a table and saying, "There's nothing that people love more than Episcopalians." That's a throwback, man. Never go full dab. We should tape free candy on them. That's you, man. You already got scooters in there. You might as well just entice them with those. Who would win in a boxing match? Milo, Crowder, or Ben? Crowder. Ben is like a small Jew. Milo is like an effeminate. He might as well be a woman. And Crowder at least has a little bit of a body on him, even though he has a dad bod. Yo, Piggy, did you get any good situation about the house? Yeah, no. I mean, in terms of actually finding a place, yeah, hopefully tomorrow we could kind of finalize that and get into a place legit. But it just sucks being in limbo. Like, I've done a couple moves, before, and yeah, they were never seamless. But this one really has been the worst one in terms of figuring shit out and getting shit done. So hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to fix it up. No, it wasn't rent. It was just a situation that was out of my control with the property that I was renting out. So I'm not gonna get into too many details, but it wasn't like a negative thing. It was a positive thing. But unfortunately, I just got the short end of the stick. So that's the way it was. But it wasn't anything bad. It wasn't anything, negative per se. But I just could not be at that property anymore. So that's the issue. Let me see the other one. Favorite double lift? I've done it, man. Dribble double, dude. Dribble double, son. Look at that. You can do that shit absolutely anywhere. You could do. Got him. You could do that absolutely anywhere, son. A little flickering. My dab is working. Fuck, you just reminded me. Okay, so hold up.
Man, I could almost imagine people.
Okay, so I gotta zoom in here.
Man, I could almost imagine people.
Okay. Yeah, here's what I zoomed in a little bit too soon. I got overzealous with my dab here.
Man, I could almost imagine.
Okay, I got this.
Man, I could almost imagine people eating all over that trick.
And then here's the salt, the slow zoom into the crotch. That's my favorite.
You guys should eat on over.
Awesome double lift. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate that. That's a lot of virginity that goes into that double lift, man. That's a lot of virginity that goes into this. Look at that. Let me see if I could even do. How can I get more how can I get more virginized with this? Hold up. There you go. I could get more virginized with that double. There you go. That kind of split there. And then you could even do one of these memes, right? You could do one of those and steal that out and then really show people the fact that you're kind of you spend a lot of time. You spend a lot of time doing this to yourself. Does the double undercut actually all card size matter? Does double undercut actually fool spectators? I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. It's literally a cut. It's not a fooling move. It's just a cut. You're cutting the card. So if you want to do it this way, there's a Darwin Ortiz way of doing pretty much the exact same thing as a double undercut. So the double undercut is just you're bringing both packets from the bottom in 2 steps. Darwin has a wonderful variation that's just pretty much that pretty much accomplishes the same thing. But again, it's fooling in the sense that you are just cutting the deck. So it's not anything that's it's not like it's not a covert move, you know. So there's no reason why it shouldn't fool the spectator. Except plastic cards, fuck those. Well, yeah, you have a lot of people here that agree with that. Hashtag plastic cards, moranges. Hashtag moranges, dude. I don't know if I took out the everywhere nowhere card trick. I think I did. I might have privatized that. I feel like I did. I privatized a couple ones that I felt were really good, and I think that was one of them. So yeah, if you forgot it, well, maybe I might put it back up, but I feel like at least for the time being,
Um, you guys should eat on over to the subscribe button and do that. Thank you guys for this particular review and paying attention and staying it through all this way. I'm gonna go and figure out different ways to use a.
hey, we got Kelsey and Daniel Cabrera, DC, KL. Got him in the same stream here. Last time you were on the stream, I was having an argument about binary genders with a rampant a rampant non-binary individual. So I'm glad to have you in a regular stream here.
An artificial form of medicine.
Okay, so I think this is the end of the video. Yep. Okay. Thank. Okay. There you go. See, that's not this one didn't take that long to edit. Like yesterday. Yesterday it took forever because I kept getting distracted. Today, I started to do a live stream when I was 90% of the way done. So here's a secret. Here's what your boy does to end. That was some intense shit. I'm eating Taco Bell. I'm jealous. I actually haven't had Taco Bell all week. But I'm gonna celebrate this move with some TB tomorrow. You already know. There's a divert and triple false cut that's pretty good. Can that one be modified for a double undercut? I'm not sure which one you're talking about in terms of divernance, but I mean, if you think about what a double undercut is, you're essentially just bringing the bottom packet to the top, right? That's all you're doing. You're essentially doing one cut. That's it. But the fact that you're doing it in two steps, it really does convey the idea that you've cut the deck twice. So one way that you could vary it up is that you could cut once and then cut again, like that. That's the exact same action as a double undercut. The only difference is that I'm breaking it down into another step where I'm apparently cutting the cards on the table for the last one. But it's just bringing half the cards to the top, and then I still have the thumb break, which I could just lift up and cut the cards there. So it looks like I'm cutting the deck in two different ways. So I'm cutting it in my hands and on the table. So I do think that it's a fooling move, but it's just it's like a non sequitur move, and you could actually do it to the point where it almost becomes like a pass because it becomes something that people aren't necessarily paying attention to. But again, it isn't overt action. It is something that you could visibly see. Whereas, for example, with a pass, that's something that they can't necessarily see, so they shouldn't think that anything took place, you know. But when it comes to a cut or something visible, they're paying attention to that. So that's something that you got to keep in mind. If the trick in particular is something that you need to convey the idea that the card stays in the middle and it's out of your control, well then you need to do a pass. But if you don't mind showing some element of control and showing some element of the fact that you aren't cutting the cards, then you got to just manage for the trick. Hindu card shuffling, I'm getting it, but what angles do I need to be aware of to make the force better looking and harder for the spectator? Well, in the trick that I showed today, there are two different aspects. Hold up, let me, because now I just realized you're distracting me from this edit. Okay, so there are two particular aspects to the Hindu force. Number one is, hey, Travis, what's up, dog? So the first one is that Marlowe subtlety where you're showing different cards, right? Because traditionally when you do the Hindu shuffle force, you're just grabbing packets from the top and dropping it into the left hand like that, right? And of course you notice that the bottom card doesn't change. Now the way to circumvent that traditionally is that instead of grabbing cards from the top, you actually grab cards from the middle, right? So that bottom card stays on the bottom. Now in this particular trick, it doesn't matter what the card is, as long as you force that card to 3 or 4 different participants. But what I like about that Marlowe subtlety is that you could kind of go through the process of doing a Hindu shuffle and apparently show the fact that there are different cards. Yeah, it is a little bit of a challenging move to get smooth, but trust me, it's something that's going to be rewarding. But let me just break it down here. You're just going to drop a packet from the top, just like a standard Hindu shuffle, and then you're going to show the bottom. Then in turning it over, you're just going to use your fingers to drop that packet on top as you continue shuffling off, and now it's going to be a different card. So that's pretty much what you're doing. You don't have to show it after each time, so you don't have to do the move like that, but you could definitely shuffle off and show the fact that there are different cards. Now, as far as your angles are concerned, you're going to have to manage and kind of block your spectators in the correct way. So you could even mention before, I don't want you guys to see the that you pick. I just want you to focus on your own card. You know, that could be a way that you could circumvent it. But it's just a matter of, here, do me a favor, look at your card. Okay, do me a favor, you look at your card, you have to look at your card, like that whole thing. So that's pretty much just the way I would manage that. So if you want to actually mention that, then you know, that's something that you don't necessarily have to hide. You know, I want you to only concentrate on your card. I love doing that Marlowe subtlety. Great bottom stock control too. Yeah, and you're killing two birds with one stone. So you're not only able to show different cards, but you're also kind of able to keep that bottom stock completely preserved. This is a wonderful move. Fucking Marlowe, man. But one of the things that I hated was just when I was growing up, just learning the Hindu shuffle force. I always thought that it was kind of an obvious thing, and that's because you couldn't establish the fact that, you know, there are different cards. You couldn't establish that to the spectator. So what this allows you to do is to actually establish the fact that there are different cards to the spectator. So it's definitely something that I think makes the Hindu shuffle force not only workable, but also practical. Before, it was just kind of something that people would, you know, take for granted. Now, uh, this, I feel like it makes the move actually workable. Another variation on it, by the way, if you want to do it, you could also use the same force from Gary Roulette using a touch force. So you could do that to a bunch of different spectators and have them pretty much see the same card. So that's another variation. If you don't want to use the Hindu shuffle force, you can just use the Gary Roulette touch force. Because keep in mind, let's say you're forcing a five of clubs, using the Gary Roulette touch force. That's number one. So they see the five clubs. Another spectator touches a card. You're forcing pretty much the same exact card on all of them. So it's the same exact sort of thing. But I just use the Hindu shuffle force because it's the simplest. Oh, okay, no, that's not it. I need more of this sound here. God damn it.
Hey guys.
Okay. Yeah, that's what sucks about editing audio, is the fact that you need uh, to find the right balance and not breaking people's speakers. You don't want more. You rather have less. But luckily for me, I got some help here that should make the process a little bit smoother. And then more. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Adaptive. Let me go to adaptive. And then let me, no. Okay, there you go. Distracted me from that hot edit. Your poor camera with that ISO and autofocus working so hard. Yeah, it doesn't help that the light here is pretty much like the sun. Piggy, you need some hype decks. I can't learn magic with basic decks. You're right. Yeah, you need a deck that says Supreme on it. Fuck, I gave him the new idea. I gave him the next one. Hey Travis, your Instagram video was amazing. Every single one of your videos are amazing. It's not just the most recent one. It's every single one of your videos. Every time I see one, I'm like, God damn. Damn. And I've noticed also, you know, it's great that you kind of see the growth in your quality in terms of like the production. So it's kind of like it's been like pretty much steadily going up consistently. But yeah, you've been always killing it, man. Like I every time I hate Instagram because I don't consider my sort of like sleight of hand to be good. So then anytime I see Instagram and I see pretty much people like half my age or even a fraction of my age doing these ridiculous things, I'm like, oh, okay, all right. I'm lucky that I'm funny somewhat sometimes. I'm not funny. But you know what? I'm lucky that people find me funny. Because honestly, I can't compete with the sleight of hand that you see on Instagram, especially you, Travis. Every time I see one of your videos, I'm like, God damn. This guy's killing it, man. Magnus says, hey, Piggy, point me out. I just pointed you out. Magnus. Vanderhole. Did you see One Arm Bandit? Yeah, man, that's a fucking crazy move. That's an insane move. Can I need the new rise trick? The one that I'm gonna do on Fix Your Trick? Yeah. Let me see if I can do it. Hold up. Here we go. Here we go. The new rise. Pigcake's rise. Here we go. Fuck. I fucked it up. Okay, there you go. It's coming up. It's coming up. There you go. It's on top. That's gonna go on Fix Your Trick. That's gonna go on Fix Your Trick. Thank you, Simba, for reminding me of that. Which one did I see today? I saw the T1000, man. That looks dope. I wouldn't buy it because I don't think I'd ever wear it. But I definitely want to. It looks really, really good for like Instagram. It looks really, really good for any form of social media. But it's gotta be a weird thing to wear, like that little. Essentially, it's like the same thing that you pull your curtain with, like at your grandma's house. You pull the curtain with the same material that goes around your wrist. But I think it might be worth it to wear it just for the effect. What I want to know though is if you could wear the gimmick. Because if you could wear the gimmick, I think that's dope. I think that would be really, really dope. It could work with dog tags. Yeah, it's the same sort of material on that, but if you could wear the gimmick, because I'm not sure if you could wear it. I think you have to switch it into play, I think. But if you could wear it and just take off the wrist thing and then just go into the trick, I think that would be perfect. You know? But if you have to kind of like, it's like loops. Yeah, you could wear the loops, but you really shouldn't because at the end of the day, you're gonna have when you actually put on the loop and do whatever stretch, you're gonna have a little bit of a floating lint. That's why I hated loops because yeah, it's recommended that you wear it all day and you could do whatever you want with it, but then you have a floating lint at the end of the day. So I just want to make sure that the T1000. Let's see. What's up, Piggy Boy? Says JJ Cruz. Hey man, what's up, dog? With all the hearts, with all those hot hearts, dog. These nuts. Shut up. Let me finish the audio.
Police Academy containing only women in the cast, and the only male character is a charming yet tragically flawed character here.
Okay, so hold up. This is the intro to Saturday's video. Let me see if I could raise the audio up so you could hear it. Hold up.
Hey guys, inevitable, unfunny sequel to Police Academy containing only women in the cast, and the only male character is a charming yet tragically.
Okay, hold up. That's it's clipping because the computer's struggling with the fucking preset that I have on this shit.
Hey guys, inevitable, unfunny sequel to Police Academy containing only women in the cast, and the only male character is a charming yet tragically flawed character here with another video. Today.
Okay, I think that works. What was the line? Hold up. The line was let me see if I can go to my notes and find the line that I used there. Hey guys, inevitable, unfunny sequel to Police Academy containing only women in the cast and the only male character is a charming yet tragically flawed individual here. That was the line. That was I think that's funny. I think that should work. Oh, that's so dumb. That's so dumb. Let's see whoever comes up with the best hashtag. I'll put it at the end of this video. So usually at the end, on the end slate, I have a hashtag. So the one that I have default is Piglax. So let's see, I want to see some hot suggestions here as to what hashtag I should put on this. Let me find the audio here. Let me do the classic when I see you again meme here. So right now, so far, I always have Piglax. Okay. So yeah, I want to replace the hashtag. Okay, let me go back here and see what I missed out. Do you have to switch the gimmick? Hey, had a Q&A on YouTube. Yeah, I saw it, but I think the Q&A was very lax in terms of legit Q&A. Mr. McMahon, what's up, man? How you doing? How are you doing, sir? I didn't realize, when I log up, I didn't realize you had a YouTube channel, man. I'm gonna subscribe. I don't know if you've uploaded recently, but I'm still gonna subscribe. I noticed that the little app that I have next to your name, it shows up your Facebook, your YouTube, and your Instagram. So I realize you have a little bit of a channel going. I'm gonna subscribe to that shit, man. Why do you love magic? You definitely have a niche on a YouTube magician scene, and I've never seen a magician like you. And again, I don't see a lot of magicians. Yeah. I think that you have to, man. I think that I kind of had to, and because everyone kind of does the same sort of bit, so the fact that I was able to stand out even a little bit, I think really does help out, and it really got attention on me and the channel and the whole Pigcake. So I think that that's also kind of a great thing. But again, you know, I think that that's the best advice I could give to anyone. Anytime somebody says, "Hey, how do I start a channel? What do I do?" I think the best thing is to be different and to stand out, but don't be the same as the people trying to be different. So, so I got Pigalicious. I got Gastic. Come on, man. I got Pigalicious. I got Card Shuffler 99. TJ says, Piggy, can you get back to my old IG, Joe Mama? But I changed it. We talk about a trade if you're interested. And yeah, I've barely been able to check on my Instagram because it's on this phone, which requires Wi-Fi. So the only time that I'm on that is when there's a hotspot on this puppy. But I'll see if I can check that out. Very lax, like pig lax. Yeah, I always just have pig lax as the default one. Holler, holler. My man. Oh, Butcher saying love you. Jesus, these are amazing fucking hashtags. Fuck, man. These are amazing fucking hashtags. What up? I think I saw Pigcake. Pigcake for the win. Justin Jones, you killed it. Justin James, sorry. You killed it here. Pig. Okay, Pigcake. See, that's a take on the Bukake, but it's not gonna get me demonetized because a Pigcake doesn't exist. So let me render this bitch. Let me make sure that everything is on the up and up here. Let me render this sequence, entire, more. The name is gonna be, so wait, Faith Healers and bonus trick. I gotta find up a trendy title for that bitch. But it's gonna be a review on Faith Healers, the book, and then it's also gonna be a mentalist trick, a really nice sort of hot mentalist trick that I particularly enjoy. That all it requires is an index card, so that's heat. That's heat. Will it do? Your fucking hashtags, man. Pig magic. JJ Cruz, I love you. Hey, man, I love you too, man. That's kind of weird, but you know what? I love you, man. In a asexual way. What is this one here? Pigcake, where she ends up with spam all over her face. I need to convince a female to let me do that. I need to convince a female, like, hey, listen, I have a YouTube channel. Can I get spam and just put it on your face, almost like if it's some sort of, like I'm replicating a facial, but with spam. Could I do that, please? I'll pay you 20 bucks. Oh shit. Double-sided hashtag. I hurt my hamstring while attempting cardistry. Is that an attempt at like a workout? Is that an attempt at a workout doing cardistry? Any attempts on new deck? I just brought the presser deck. That's a throwback, man. The pressers are ones that I really enjoyed. I remember I bought two when I went to New York a couple years back from Phantasma. They were selling some used ones, and then a new one. I bought both, and that was kind of a dank one. I really enjoyed that. Has anybody realized me in public? No. No, I think down here there aren't a lot of people that would align themselves with the channel. You know, I've got a couple. I got a female that I love to take your spam. That's fucking hysterical, man. But yeah, but there's I think here there's a shortage of people in terms of that might recognize me. I've gotten a couple people like, hey man, let me. I'm nearby, and by nearby it's like 3 hours away. But oh man, look at that. Hold up, what's this one? Piggy, I'm sure you could get on the cheap where you are. She'll be like, really? That's all you want me to do? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I got a YouTube channel, like somewhat semi-successful YouTube channel. Just let me just put spam on your face, and she's gonna be like, yeah, yeah, my God, you have a YouTube channel? I suspect the girl would rather have real bodily fluids before spam on her face. Oh, that's great. I've already said, man, the OG piggies that always join every live stream, you guys are probably gonna end up having a fan meetup, but without me. Like it's gonna be like, let's have a pig cake meetup, but without pig cake. Fuck that guy. We don't need him. Oh shit, that'll be the greatest one out. But yeah, me and as a matter of fact, your boy DC here, we're talking about doing that, having some sort of thing, when I have potential cards out, maybe having a pop up. But again, details are gonna be when that's actually reality. Better than bacon, it's pig cake, or I can't believe it's not pig cake. But too late, I used pigcake. Pigcake. Should be like YouTube channel. Oh shit. How's the move situation? It's been iffy, man. It's really been shit, honestly. But tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be moving into the new place. But yeah, this entire week has been kind of fucked. But you know, I didn't want to stop doing stuff. I didn't want to stop churning shit out. So luckily, I've been able to shoot some stuff here. I'm actually shooting the last. Well, I'm actually doing the last video that I'm gonna shoot here for Saturday. It's gonna be like a little bit of it's I guess a studio. You could kind of call it a studio. Cow Cake. That's the competitor channel, man. That's actually one of the names I thought for Pigcake Plus. You kept up well from the office. You didn't know how you got. Yeah, you're right. I still don't know how I got here, man. I still don't know how I got here. I'm still trying to figure it out. How I got to this random fucking weird. I swear to God, dude, this thing has the weirdest shit. And I'm gonna tell you whose office in particular this is, because obviously that's some private info. But just there's an EMF detector here. This is a ghost, one of those ghost detectors. There's an EMF, so electronic. What's it called? I don't even know what it stands for. But let me see. Nope. Okay. Is this? Nope. Oh. Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. My laptop is fucking a ghost. My laptop's a ghost. Okay, so right now I'm rubbing it on my okay, let's see. Nope. Okay. Oh, the phone's also going nuts. Okay. Thankfully I don't have any EMF on my crotch, because right now I'm putting this directly on my crotch. Bye, Piggy. IGU soon. Moving feels like. Oh, it feels like -20. Yeah, here it's positive 75, and everyone's freezing. Everyone's freezing here with 75. But yeah, it's on my crotch, and it's not. Let's see what else. The cards? Nope. The phone? Oh. The other phone here, the Samsung. This shit's having a reaction. How did they honestly use this as like a thing? How did those ghost hunters? Who's the first ghost hunter cunt that said, you know what? An EMF detector is a really good ghost. It's a really easy way to determine ghosts. Electromagnetic frequency. There you go, Brian Ballard. Killing it. I should start a YouTube channel. Yeah, I should definitely start a YouTube channel, man. My phone probably has a ghost in it because I stole it from some. Oh shit. I mean that makes sense. You got that Obama phone. Yeah, you didn't steal it. You got an Obama phone, man. I feel like the ghost thing is very Hispanic. Yeah, 100%. That's definitely true. But we call it cucuys. That's what we say. It's like, oh shit, you got a cucuy. There's also one of these memes. You see this shit? This is like a tuning fork, I guess. But it's like for fucking doing tuning fork acupuncture. I want to die. This is apparently God, I don't even want to know how much this is worth. But I got a bunch of weird shit here, to be honest. Let me see what else is here. Oh snap. Oh shit, dude. Let's see. Who knows this, man? Who knows what these are? Who knows what these are? These are. Let's see. You know what these are? Let's see if I can even use these here. Oh, yeah. So, where is my camera? Where is the hat? Divining rod. Yeah, these are dowsing rods. Yeah, these are those fucking rods. Holy shit. I can't believe these are here. Speaking of faith healers and James Randi, these are straight up dowsing rods. God damn it, dude. Yeah, these are definitely divining rods. Let's see if I can use them. Hold up. Foot reveal. Okay, so I'm looking for my phone. Up. Up. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely work. They definitely work. And by work I mean react to my fucking ideomotor reflex. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, this is that's what I got here, man. I feel like this office is a who's who of just random shit that I've been taught my entire life is essentially magic tricks. That's what this place is. Let me see if I could find up something else that might be relevant. Uh, this is kind of odd. There's some sort of spring here. Oh, okay. These are some other things. These are some yeah, these are I think what do you call this? A pendulum. So this kind of works in the same way as a pendulum, but some genius decided to make it a spring coil. So right now, if I wanted to move this into a circle, so right now I'm thinking circle. There you go. I'm thinking line. Okay, up and down, up and down. There you go. Yeah. So that's just a basic pendulum, I guess. But whoever's the genius that decided to put this on a spring, really like added the to the fact that this shit actually turns fairly well. But yeah, this is a who's who of pseudo mentalist bullshit. James Randi hates me. Yeah. I think those are weird nunchucks. What's your first magic trick? I think I mentioned it, man. It was this one. It was this one. Let me set it up. Let me set it up. But that's pretty much the setup. It's the first one I put on the channel, the first one that I ever learned from Mark's Guide to Magic. But it's pretty much the idea that that shit, where you do this, you know, you put the card in the middle, and then you say, I'm going to find it behind my back. You find it behind your back, because that's the only card that you turned over behind your back. And I've come up with, you know, a bunch of little stupid variations on that. I call it the fruit series. So there's one that I was the papaya turnover, the mango turnover, the strawberry turnover. So those are all little different takes and variations on that trick from Mark Wilson's Guide to Magic. But that was definitely my first card trick. But it's great because you know, you kind of see it as this thing that grows. And when I was younger, I only saw it as that. So I only saw it as, oh, that card turned. Finish this puppy up. It's the ghost. Oh shit, it's the ghost. I can't believe there's a fucking ghost detector here, dude. I fucking honestly can't believe that I have an EMF detector in this goddamn place. Of all things, an EMF detector. Come on. There it is, kinda. Is it working better now? I don't even know. I can't even tell, man. You're gonna be sacrificed. Oh shit, there's another one. This is something really nuts. This is absolutely fucking insane, dude. This is like it's like yeah, I'm really dead. Look at this shit. It's a crystal, right? But there's like a feather at the end of it. So it's like and it's really sharp. So you could definitely stab the shit out of somebody with this. And then it's like a crystal, so you could kind of like stab somebody. But it's a fucking, it has a feather at the end and a bell, right? So you could straight up, like if somebody comes here, I could straight up use this and stab somebody. But what is this, man? Honestly, like what is this used for? This is like some sort of weird Native American magic wand, right? It's yeah, it looks like a fancy. It could be a fancy dildo. It could be a fancy dildo, but at the same time, this is fairly sharp, and this is rather bulbous. So you have to kind of compensate for that. Jesus. What else is here? Let me see if I can find some other weird shit. Some other weird shit around here. Well, I got some crystals and shit. There's some weird shit. Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit here, TBH. Let me see if I can find another sort of weird, nefarious object. I'm gonna say this is pretty fucking weird. Oh shit. Right here? Look at this. It's like a crystal, right? I don't know if you ever played the game when you were younger called Pathways into Darkness. But this is very reminiscent of that shit. A little bit of a crystal meme. So this is the type of stuff that's around in this place. It's I gotta say, yeah. Now that a lot of people have mentioned it, that's definitely some terrifying shit. Definitely some terrifying shit. Like, why would you need that? You know? Well, here's a little bit of a clever card trick you could do with a crystal. You just get the card, right? And then you just do this little bit of meme here. And then you say, look, the crystal is going to find your card. Here we go. And then you use the crystal to flick up on the card that's outjogged. And then that cuts to their card. So that's a meme. You could do kind of a hot one, right? You could do that thing. And cut right to their card. But you could say it's the power of the crystal. So if you ever have a crystal around, you could definitely do that trick to the adulation of your friends. Let me see if I could do that for real. How to do it. There you go. Right? That's kind of heat. Let's see, what else? What else? Is there anything? I'm gonna put that here. Holy shit, dude. Look at this. I just put that crystal right there. Yeah, I'm fucking dead, dude. I'm fucking dead, man. Pigcake low-key is robbing this place and showing us the things he's stealing. I can't even imagine how much shit's here, dude. But I'm playing. I think I'm fucked. I remember years ago there was I think a cousin of mine. He was telling me this story that he was trying to coerce this girl, and this girl's family was into this thing called Santeria, right? Which is kind of like a mix of voodoo that they have in the Caribbean, but for more Latin American cultures. And so what they would do is that they would have dinner, right? And then there were I think five of them, so they made six plates. So the mom made six plates for this family, including my, I think my cousin or friend, I think it was cousin, who was sitting at the dinner table, and he's like, "Hey, why are you giving? Who's the sixth plate for?" And then she serves it in front of this doll, like in the living room. She grabs a plate and she serves it in front of the doll in the living room, and they just left it there. So they ate the dinner, and then the sixth plate was there in front of this weird statue that they had. And he told me when he looked, it was gone. But obviously he was fibbing. But I've always found that really really funny when he told that story. That when he went back to the living room, the plate was gone. Like that didn't fucking happen. You liar. I'd run out of that place faster than a child support payment. Damn, son. I don't think there's anything faster than that, man. I don't think there's anything faster than that. There's also. Oh, shit. Oh, man. This is rough. Let's see if I can find this shit. This is rough. This is, Is this a Reiki bear? Reiki bear. Look at this shit. Reiki, the ancient art of passing your hand over somebody. What is this? The Reiki Healer Collection. Oh man, yeah, this is definitely some weird shit. Day 3 of no students or school, ignoring my wife and kid, practicing my past. Well, that's good. That's pretty good. You know, I would say it's worth it at the end when you have a good pass, but then you have a divorce settlement. You're doing the pass in the divorce office. I think that's worth it. That's definitely something that's worth it. Yeah, when you do the pass, Mr. Fletch, you sign your soul away. When you do a good pass, I think you sign your soul away. How well do you know this person that's letting you stay? Pretty well, I guess. Relatively well. When's the penis reveal? Funny enough, yeah, I'd rather do a penis reveal than a face reveal. But I'm afraid that once I show my penis, if somebody that happens to know me is watching the channel, they're like, "Hey, but I saw your penis on it, so I know what your penis looks like." So a $20 Care Bear could be sold for $200 as a Reiki bear. Not a bad bet. Did you look it up? I hope that that's not the actual price of this shit. But I feel like it might be way more overpriced just because the Reiki bear. Again, Reiki, for those of you guys that don't know, is the act of waving your hand over someone and getting them to heal themselves. And by heal themselves, I mean not because you're not doing anything. I guess right. That's nothing's happening. So I don't know what that place. I don't know that place well, but I bet they have a dream catcher in there. Fun enough, I don't see a dream catcher anywhere here, man. So of all things, you might have been actually incorrect in your assessment here. There is no dream catcher here. There is that weird Native American feather. I'll tell you that much. I'm sure if I look hard enough in one of the drawers, I might find that. Just sharp your mole on your pee and now you're just. That's the Michael Jackson approach, man. That's the Michael Jackson approach. The Dave Chappelle describing Michael Jackson's penis. For 3 weeks out of every month, yeah. No, $20, but Gwyneth Paltrow could definitely sell it for that much. Yeah, she has Goop.com, right? That's her website, Goop. Let me see if I can find some other shit here. I'm seeing if I can find some other weird, nefarious objects that might be good. for content. Oh yeah, there's definitely fucking A. This person definitely got scammed, I'll tell you that much. Oh shit. Well, there's these two things. Alright, let me make sure that I don't reveal anything too bad. Oh, but this is pretty bad, man. This is, if you ever wanted to be scammed, it's a live chat, man. It ain't top chat. Look at this shit. I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to cover the price. But I want you to guess the price on this. So this kind of shows you the mentality here. This is money oil. Money oil. And there's $1 in there. And there's a bunch of oil that you apparently have to use every day. So it says the instructions for this. Use the oil every day. When finished, remove the $1 and wash it off and keep it in your wallet. The results are positive. Keep using the oil. If the results are positive, keep using the oil. And apparently there's a vat. There's a vat with oil in it. I'm going to cover the price here. No, you guys are way overselling it. You guys are way overselling it. It's $9. It says $9.99 up there. $9.99, which is still complete and utter ripoff for whatever the fuck this is. Let me see if I could even open it, man. I can't even fucking open it. $10 for a fucking vat of olive oil with $1 in it. Genuine snake oil salesman stuff. Yeah, it's literally snake oil. Oh, it smells like... If the results are positive. Yeah, you're right. So it has a little bit of a rollerball. Has a little bit... Way to disappoint us all. No, man, you guys hyped yourself up. There's a little bit of a rollerball with the oil. And it smells like, let's see, what's... Yeah, it smells like fucking... Ugh. You know what it smells like? Your grandmother. It smells like everybody's grandmother. Like, it's got that, like, old lady smell. Now I know why they smell like this. They buy this fucking money oil. And here's the other one. Let me just make sure that there isn't anything horrendous about this. But I used this in a previous video. In today's video. Is this not the most racially profiling thing you've ever seen in your life? She has you know what? Yeah, you're right. You're right. It definitely has a little bit of rose in there. But she has the Ace of Hearts, right? And she has the King of Clubs. So you could do a little bit of a reveal here with this lady. You could be like, oh, hey, here's my helper. Here's my helper. She's supposed to portray a Haitian woman, I feel. She's trying to portray a Haitian woman, by the way. But you could do this. You could do one of these tricks with this. Let me see. Ace of Hearts and King of Clubs. I got this. I got this. So you could go, look, I just want you to call stop. Call stop right there. Okay, good. Call stop again. Right there. Good job. Good eye. Had you called stop anywhere else, it would have been the 4 of spades or the 2 of spades or the 3 of diamonds. But you stopped here on the Ace of Hearts and the King of Clubs. In my back pocket, I have this questionably racial epitaph of a Haitian woman. And she happens to be holding, that's right, the King of Clubs and the Ace of Hearts. The 2 cards you stopped. The 2 cards you picked. I think Illusionist. That's going to be Illusionist next month. That's going to be sold on Magic Stream. Hopefully I could give that to Adam Wilbur for a cut, you know? But seriously though. Why would you own this? Like, I'm genuinely curious as to why somebody would own this. And it has, what is this? There's like, oh, it says Santero. I was about to say it with the correct accent. But it says Santero there. Yeah, dude. That's this is, you know? This is legit. It's a legit thing. She has a little bit of a tobacco in her thing. She got big titties, though. This doll does have some big old titties. Oh shit, she also got that cake, dude. I didn't even see that, dude. Look at that. That's some cake, dog. You know what happens? Let's see if we could do this. I might be killing myself here. I might be setting myself up for failure. But let's combine both of these. So I'm gonna rub her butt with the money oil. And then hope that somehow that translates into money. Somehow. So I rubbed her I rubbed it with the money oil. Apparently. Literal snake oil. And that should hopefully that should work out. That should definitely work. I feel like I definitely need to stop playing around with these things because inevitably it's gonna lead to me being cursed. Oh shit. She's thick though. She's thick though. Let me see what else. I'm trying to find other weird objects in this place. I think that's I mean, as far as like generally strange, I think those are most of them. Cause I already have the EMF detector. I already showed the tuning forks. You know what? This is kind of odd. This is kind of odd. This is definitely fucking weird. It's like some sort of pen, but with look at that. Lubing that shit up, Jesus. Look at that. What is this? It's like some sort of like fucking Thor, Thanos meme, right? You got some crystals on a pen. This isn't like a. I thought you were revealing that you are a girl, but it's a pencil sharpener. It's not even a pencil sharpener. It's literally a tube, like a prism tube, with a bunch of crystals on it. That I have to imagine you could. This is definitely something to stab with. This isn't like a healing object. I'm. Butcher, could you not? God damn it, dude. Could you fucking not? Butcher. Reveal incriminating things about the location. These are energy stones? This is what it is? It's a Thanos meme? Am I fucking Thanos? Let's see if I can do a trick with these. Let's see if I can do a trick with these. Here we go. Here's the trick. Oh, actually, no. You know what? I got this. You could use these for coin work. So let me see if I have some half dollars down here. I think I do. Oh my god. You know what's funny? In this bag I have condoms. As if, you know, as if they're gonna be used, right? I have literal condoms in this bag. Oh, fuck me, dude. I thought I had quarters or some yeah, I do. Okay, there you go. There you go. So you could definitely do some memes here, dude. Do a Vernon Wanspin. I'm staying at Ritz-Carlton. Want to chill? Fancy crack pipe. Yeah, let me see if I could even do it. Yeah, you could kind of Vernon wand this shit. My whips. I could do this. Oh fuck. Wait, hold up. Here we go. There you go. You could kind of do one of those memes, right? Show both hands empty. Show both hands empty by doing a little bit of a muscle pass into a edge palm, and then go right there. Bring that shit back. That's kind of a heated sequence. Zoomed in way too much, so it doesn't even look good from this side. But you could definitely do that. Maybe do one of these vanishes. Right? Look at that. Is this you? I don't know the price of this, but I'm honestly afraid to find out the price of this. It's literally it's a prism with some stones wired on it. Honestly. Let's see if I could. Can I do it with a classic palmed coin? I could do it. I'm used to a bigger. I'm used to a bigger wand. I remember when I made that one. 12 bucks tops. Yeah, 12 bucks to manufacture. And probably way less than that. But I feel like these are definitely marked up. Oh shit, dude. Oh fuck. I didn't even see this. This is definitely rough. One of these memes. One of these memes. You know what these are? When you put it on your head. I don't even know why this is here. To be honest. Oh shit though. Yeah, I could see how this is the dopest thing when you put it on your head. But yeah, I don't understand why this would what use this would be in this particular office, right? You have a bunch of like crystals and shit, and then you got this, which is like a head massager. You have the same rug and the same boot. Yeah, funny enough, top notch isn't here, but you're here, butcher. No way, that gay ass wanted 75 bucks for idiots that believe, like the Masato rings. Is that real? Did you look up the price for the crystal magic wand? I have no rug. Rugs are a waste. What's the point of a rug, man? At least down here, everything's fucking. What you want to make sure the floor. You're not gonna step on the floor, the very warm floor. Serial murder. Oh shit, dude, this fucking head thing. Do I want your Turner watch? Do you have a Turner watch, Butcher? Were you part of the hype for a Turner watch? I think you could do like a killer effect with that, man. You could do Richard Osman's watch trick without necessarily having to do any work whatsoever. You could just do the mechanism of the watch and allow it to do it. I remember there was a trick in Penguin Magic years ago called Time Machine that pretty much did the same thing, and it was this fucking overpriced thing, but you could probably kill that with this one. I mean, I have to imagine that the technology that's now available can make that effect way easier, which is what I have to imagine they did with the Turner watch. Legit, a ring is 55. Gee, death. You should do an ASMR meme review for Magic. Somebody already does that. Somebody already does that, man. JoJo's Magic ASMR, where he does like card tricks, and he goes, so here's the card trick. We're gonna go stop. I'm just gonna riffle through the deck. Right there. Go stop. And that's your card. I think this is zoomed in way too much. There you go. Oh, yeah, I realized that was really fucking zoomed in. But yeah, there's already a guy that does that. There's already a dude that does that. I'm thinking of making a horror themed Magic channel, but ASMR might be better. I think that'd be great, man. I'll definitely watch that. I'm already subscribed, aren't I? I think I subscribed to Butcher. If not, then I should definitely subscribe to Butcher. When you get your new place, we need more Pigcake plus Florida Man memes. Well, it's not that far, man. It's not that far from my old place, or the old place that I was staying at. So hopefully, it's not like it's gonna be anything of a change. It's just embracing the culture of the people around. I need to send you another cell phone. You motherfucker. You bastard. I'm just subscribed to everyone else here. Do you lift, bro? Yeah, I lift bitches, dude. That's your card. That's actually kind of a dope thing. I put a trick like that on the channel a while ago, where you have 2 cards picked, right? You have 2 cards picked, so this one gets shuffled into the deck. This one also gets shuffled into the deck. And then you pretty much do one of these, right? I think I fucked it up already, but then you could grab a coin, and then you just throw it in a deck, and you're able to find both cards because a coin sandwiches both cards, right? That's a little bit of a hot trick. That's a little bit of a hot trick. But I remember putting that up on the channel. I always like that, especially because it's easy. All you're doing is a one-handed cut and flipping a coin in the little gap. So that's all you have to do, and you could kind of find one card or two cards. Kind of a dope little coin and card trick. Are you gonna keep the same PO box? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't see why not. It's gonna be in the same relative area. Butcher. I don't see giving you more tips or hints as to where I'm potentially going, but it's not gonna be that far away. As a matter of fact, I think now it's gonna be even closer, probably to the PO place. You already know. Do the muscle pass version. You're just doing a cut and muscle pass into the little gap. That looks like shit. I just realized from the back. That looks like absolute dog ass. I'm listening to you with my orange headphones. I don't know if I have them here, man. I think I might have put them in one of the other boxes and stuff, but what's the edgiest coin you have? You know, I don't know if I have super edgy coins. I used to have a Chinese coin, like one of those old magic Chinese coins. Do you do the fingertip muscle pass? Is that the Greg Wilson one? Where it's pretty much just flicking it? Where he's doing that thing? Because I've always just done that one, the regular one. Right? That's kind of the heated meme. Shiza. You should change PO boxes. Maybe the one up the road are less cunty. You know, I tried going to a couple different PO post offices, post office I, and the one that is up the road are more cunts than the one that is currently nearest to where I lived and where I'm gonna live. So that's actually the best of the worst. This is Cy Stebbins' trick where a dude lets a spectator mix the cards and pray the deck is still in good enough order. It's a miracle when it works. Yeah, that's a little bit of a classic meme there, because most of the stuff, you know, you keep, most of the deck should keep relative order. Like you kind of see it, like when you kind of have the deck, so you know have the cards are face up. You do an overhand shuffle. Look at all that's happened. You know, that's pretty much all that's happened. I mean, obviously that was a little bit of a meme there, but most of the cards stay together. You know, even if there's clumps, there are clumps that have stayed together. So the chances of the spectator shuffling between both of the cards that you need is definitely something that is not going to be likely. Now, if they do a riffle shuffle, you're fucked. If they do a riffle shuffle, especially a really, really clean one, you might be fucked. But let's do 2 overhand shuffles and keep track of 2 cards. Yeah, let me see. Even with that, so we have, we'll keep it face up here. And the bottom card's going to be a 7 of hearts. So that's going to be lost in the middle. Did it already fuck up? Yeah, funny enough, it did fuck up. But honestly, it's I cheated a little bit. I think that wasn't a fair test because of the splitting of the cards. It's a little bit easier to cut to the face up card. So that's a little bit of a cheat, I guess. But it does work generally if you're doing it with key cards or even a stacked deck. You know, most of the cards should at least be preserved. You're probably a horrorcore juggalo, bizarre chat. Yeah, you're right. All this stuff is my stuff. This is my stuff. So this is just my secret stash when it comes to my Bizarro Chris Angel phase. Jesus, the amount of dumb investment in this place is palpable. It's palpable. Do the oil and gaze trick right now. Well, I don't remember the actual methodology of that. But I know that it was somewhat. Good night, me. Is Top Notch suddenly going to show up? I don't remember the methodology of that oil and gaze trick, but I do know it was heavily based on. I think there was one trick by Jim Pace named Pennzoil and Water, and I think there was another trick by Talk About Tricks, which is Joshua J's column, that was very similar to the oil and gaze plot, but I just forgot. I forgot it now. All right, and then they separate. That's kind of the heat, but I forgot the. I know that that's the Joshua J method, but I think that there's a different way. I'm sure I did a different way of doing that oil and gaze trick. Harry Lorraine's Out of This Universe is a hot one, using that shuffling methodology and all the cards mixed. Yeah, man, you know what I've been doing recently? I've been looking through the Magic Cafe, which is always a great read, and seeing just different magicians post about stuff. Holy shit, do people get into like life and death arguments for card tricks and coin tricks on the Magic Cafe? It still blows my mind how like passionate people are to not about magic. I understand passion about magic and sleight of hand, but passionate about their opinion about fucking about insignificant things like fuck I think there was a debate. I was looking up the history of. There was a move that I was looking up the history of, and I forgot who, but it was like a back and forth debate. Also Michael Weber. Michael Weber put up a trick, and somebody wanted to know what the effect was, right? And it was pretty much a whole heated debate as to a magician being able to, or you being able to talk about a magician's effect. It was a very fucking weirdly passionate discussion. But there's a lot of weird stuff, man. Coming to the door now, let's hang out. You know what? That'd be kind of dope, man. Honestly, I'd shit my pants. What do you think of Sleight of Tongue's Magic Review channel? I don't know who that is. I don't know who Sleight of Tongue is, man. Working on my Redstone 3 video. Are you skipping 2? Are you skipping 2? Oh no, Redstone. Okay, I thought you were talking about Redbone. Never mind. You're talking about Redstone 3. Fucking amazing. Look at you throwing back to a previous live stream. Magic Cafe is the hub of people commentating. I know how you did that trick. It looked okay type of people. Yeah, you know what it looks like? Magic Cafe is the type of people that take cards to a magic show. Explain your live stream setup. There's a phone and there's a tripod. That's the meme here. So phone right here, Pixel XL, Manfrotto little pixie tripod. I have a little piece of tape covering the front cam so you can't see my face in case I turn over the camera. It's connected to the charger, and I have it on a little bit of a meme, like I'm using the top of a stable cam. Have I seen Joshua J's balance? Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it just because it looks like you are inserting shit in. It looks like you're inserting, like the toothbrush. Looks like you're inserting the pen inside of the toothbrush, and then it looks like you are just. It just doesn't look good to me, But that might be just me. A lot of people have enjoyed it. What's your favorite video game? Shit. That's probably changed, man. I remember doing a playthrough of Zelda recently, and it really turned me against Ocarina of Time, which for years I thought was my favorite game ever. But I played it again, and it turns out that the puzzles and shit, and there's a lot of stuff that doesn't necessarily make sense. But I would say probably the more recent Zelda game, so Breath of the Wild was fucking great. I'm trying to think of the last game that I played that I was like, God damn, dude. But I really can't think of anything per se. I don't really play a lot of games, honestly. Lamouse, I still don't get that meme. Is that Chandler Henry? Is that the original Chandler? Stop. Is that the OG? Is that the Chandler? Is that the Chandler? I don't think I've ever seen your individual YouTube channel. I've only ever seen the the part of it. If you see this, Hollow Knight is another great game. Holy shit. Oh boy, listen, man. I've been showing this stuff. When I put up this live stream, you need to see the amount of stuff that I got in this weird office, man. It's a bunch of crystals. It's a bunch of like head scratcher memes. Oh boy, I didn't want to switch accounts. How many alts do you have, man? I feel like that's another weird like sort of thing. I have Pigcake, then I got Pigcake Plus, then I got the I think no, I don't have another one. It's just those two, and then I think on a different email. Of course, Florida Boy has crystal meth. That's fucking great. Yeah, dude, it's what was the other thing? There was another thing here that was also kind of weird. Oh, this thing. Oh fuck! Hold up, I got this, dude. There's the other thing that I was showing. Is an EMF detector, bro. There's a thing they used to find ghosts. This is my situation. The limbo during moving. So I'm stuck in this place at least until tomorrow, and there's just a bunch of weird shit. So I've been memeing it here. Look at that. Rearrange Chandler's name. Wait, if I rearrange Chandler's name. Oh no. Listen, man, that reveal, honestly, Butcher, that reveal of you being fucking Phoebe killed me, dude. Ghost hunting with Piggy, that's my next video. Actually, no, that's not my next video. That's my next video. Okay. Listen, man, if I'm ever up there, you're ever down here, we definitely gotta do something that's not just the standard. Here's the card trick. So we gotta do maybe yeah, EMF haunted deck. I could definitely use that prop now that I realize for a haunted deck. But what? And 144p. Yeah, that's the standard for this, man. I don't know why my streams are pretty much a standard heated 240p. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm moving to Florida once I graduate. It's 3 degrees. Let me tell you, man, it's here it's cold too, bro. It's 70 degrees over here, bro. It's freezing. People are taking out their boots. People have sweaters. 70 degrees, man? What am I, a polar bear? When are we collabing? I need to hit 10K. Well, you know, honestly, I gotta settle in, figure out my situation, and then I'll definitely wanna make a collab, do that hot collab. Paulie taking a dump. I'm glad you're taking a dump watching live stream. That's not really you're really adding to the quality. Butcher the Pig, what up? Donald Trump. But what's going on here, man? Am I expecting a good tax return this year? No, dude. I'm actually terrified. I am fucking terrified. For the taxes this year. I haven't even thought of that until like recently, just in terms of having to pay a bunch of shit and doing a bunch of stuff. That's not gonna be exciting. But last year, obviously, it was the last year for my previous gig, and they had a legit tax thing, so I got a nice little bit of a fat tax. This year, I'm gonna have to fucking owe a shit ton of stuff. That's probably gonna be the case, cause see, when you're self-employed, it takes they manage to just squeeze out of you. So I'm not even looking forward to that. Can't taxation is theft. Self-employment tax sucks. 1099 forms suck bolas. Yeah, man, I've gotten a couple now from the individual companies that I've used. So you know, like I guess I think Patron doesn't send me one, but I know that I've gotten a bunch for the other companies that I've used. But that's gonna be phenomenal, and I definitely don't want to end up like Wesley Snipes. So I'm gonna have to figure that fun thing out. Good thing I'm employed by Safeway. Why do I feel like that's an actual meme? Chandler, are you aware of the Butcher the Pig lore? Chandler, are you aware of that? I don't know if you've kept up with the Butcher the Pig lore. It's taxation, and that IG got burnt down. Yeah, that got burnt down when I think that whole situation happened with that female that he refuses to acknowledge. Turned him into a phase. Like he has a phase now. He has a self phase. What do you call this? Top notch. He's going through that I'm fucking hot phase, which he's killing. How do they make you pay taxes from YouTube? Do they take it straight from you like a normal paycheck? No, I think that it's you have to kind of be responsible for paying it at the end of the tax season. So they send you a form, and then that form you have to fucking manage into your taxes. You should consider paying taxes quarterly. Yeah, that's another thing I've also been looking into. Now that you mentioned that. But that's the hardship about doing this whole thing as an actual means of employment. Even if I did it without this is what I'm doing behind the scenes, by the way. This is what I'm doing here. I'm just practicing this little bit of a hammer move. But yeah, even if I get like another sort of regular gig that isn't YouTube stuff, they're still gonna take a fat portion. Well, quarterly taxes you do on a quarterly basis in the year as opposed to doing. Can you count community as dependents? I'm pretty sure it's not far from the chat. Listen, I don't want to do anything shady. I don't want to do anything shady when it comes to my taxes. I really don't want to end up like fucking Wesley Snipes or the situation. I want to be as upfront with my taxes as possible, even if it means shilling out some dough, which isn't going to be fun at all. But I don't have the tax form and I haven't. Get Piggy to 100K dependents. There you go. Yeah, hashtag 100K dependents. I always think about taxes every time Ellen gives out 5 brand new cars. Yeah, that was the whole issue with Oprah, right? When Oprah gave a car to each one of her audience members, you still have to pay the fucking taxes for that. You still have to pay the insurance and all that. So people just ended up selling them. Be my daddy, Pigcake. Technically, I think I could. I think you would be more of my father than anything, Butcher. I think so. And man, I just gave you a nice idea. This is I remember learning it for Sankey's trick. It was Sankey's Mexican coins across trick. I think I dropped the other coin here. Oh fuck me. But it's a wonderful trick, and it's probably one of my favorite coin tricks. Just because you are pretty much feigning, you know, right here. I'm doing it as awfully as possible, but you know, there you go. Right, and that's a little bit of a Mexican coin across. That's one of my favorite Sankey tricks. Just the subtlety, man. It's so fucking beautiful. The fact that you're feigning 3 coins, 2. Sorry, you're feigning 2 coins is 3. What are people talking about federal crimes? Florida magician gets popped for tax evasion because somebody brought up taxes and how fun taxes are for YouTubers. Because then it becomes an at like I'm gonna have to definitely get some sort of accountant on that shit because I don't want to fuck anything up. But that's why we don't unless I want to end up Florida magician man gets magically popped for tax evasion when he doesn't pay for his fucking YouTube. If a millionaire decided to give a family member $1 million as a gift, does the receiver have to pay taxes on it? Yes. Yes. That's the worst part, man. They definitely have to pay taxes on it. Same thing if you win money through like gambling. If you win a certain amount, you have to pay taxes on that, even though you won it. You know, even though technically you gambled and you won that money, you still have to pay a certain percentage of that to the government as taxes. It's fucking shit. So you know you're technically working, but understandably so. You're always expected to pay taxes, but fuck, man. Damn, son, that's rough. I mean, usually in my old thing, that was like a legit thing. Um, Taxes only gift up to 12K. Can only gift up to 12K without taxes. I think it was 10K. I think it was 10K. But as far as that, I'm trying to remember something. Fuck, man. I was trying to remember something. Now I just totally forgot what it was. Talking about taxes. How hard would it be to come up with that? Oh no, that was something else. What up? Fuck. Yeah, I totally figured out what it was. Credit Karma tax software is free. Yeah, but then again, I wouldn't. I'm pretty sure I would rather have somebody to just make sure that everything's on the up and up. But yeah, it's just kind of a shame because you are in fact working for it, and yet you still have to pay a significant amount back to them. But I was gonna say that my old gig, it was always just taken off from the check. So one of the biggest mistakes I made was that I would look at my check before taxes, and then I would look at my check post taxes, and I would just I'd want to strangle a small monkey, seeing how much they took out, and then especially come tax season when I'm supposedly gonna get a nice percentage of that back, that I get only a small percentage of what they took out back. And I'm like, wait, but you guys took this much. Why am I getting this much? Oh, because that's the way it works. Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Thank you. Didn't know that's the way shit worked. But now I'm going to have to end up, probably doing it quarterly. But gambling, yeah, Mr. McMahon, I think gambling winnings is definitely something that they fuck with you. It's like 35% they stick you for. Are you talking about gambling winnings or are you talking about being self-employed? Patron considered donations? I think. Oh, straight up taxes. Okay. I think so, man. I think so. I'm gonna have to figure out how I do that, but I think maybe it could be considered donations. But technically, it is a service, so that might be a little bit iffy. But I have to figure that out. I'm sure there's already sufficient information. I think Patron. Luckily for me, Patron sent me a little bit of a thing saying that I didn't qualify for getting a 1099 or whatever it is. But I still need to verify on that to make sure that I still don't get fucked. I don't want to end up like Wesley Snipes. I think that's abundantly clear. I don't want to end up like Wesley Snipes, man. I bought a Sankey DVD once. It came with the paper sleeve inside the cardboard sleeve for postage. Pretty shit quality. I don't know which one you're talking about, man. I don't know which one you're talking about. It has to be one of the throwbacks. Patron telling you that you're dude, man, you saw how much Jordan Peterson was making on Patreon. Jordan Peterson was making, I think, 33K a month on Patreon. And that was when he told people that he was canceling. I think at some point he was making between 50 and 70K on Patreon a month. Insane, man. Florida man arrested for tax evasion for not reporting his $2.37 in YouTube revenue. You know, honestly, YouTube is probably the least of what comes in. To be honest, YouTube is definitely the least of everything that comes up, and you know how I've kept Pigcake afloat. YouTube is probably the least impactful thing because it's peanuts. Like YouTube is pretty much peanuts a month. So I just find that kind of hysterical, that model. You know, whereas before I think YouTube was a platform that you could actually make a living on. Now it's essentially supplemental. Ace Satchel, good night, man. Thank you for joining the hot stream. How's Sankey's Revolutionary Card Magic DVD? It's a lot of gaffs. It's a lot of doing your own DIY. So if you're not a fan of that and ruining cards, I would stay against it. But it definitely has wonderful ideas. What's the best way to support me? Patreon projects. I think Patreon, because you kind of get Patreon, you kind of get a lot of it. So I mean the thing is that I only want to kind of charge for things that I think would be worth it, and just for the time that goes into the stuff I put on Patreon, and the time in terms of the projects, I think that that's worth me being able to charge it for, you know. And at the same time, it does keep this channel and me keep having the ability to make videos and kind of like progress in this form of teaching as an actual viable thing. So I don't necessarily feel some sort of apprehension for that. But I think Patreon will probably be the best one because you get the most for it, especially now. Because fuck, man, it's at least the Academy stuff. There's a lot of Academy shit. So as before it was kind of a work in progress, but now there's a lot of card stuff. I think there's 94 videos, and then there are probably 12 videos on the coin one, and I think 10 on the mentalism one. So now it's a library that I'm proud of, but I definitely want to get to the point where I put everything that I know on Patreon. Not only for like the tutelage sake, so people have a repository of tricks, moves, and sleights, but also for my own memory. So in case I ever have like, oh, how about this move, and then I just look up my own video. So that's kind of what the goal is. But I definitely want to add more things. I wanted to do kind of a little bit of a Patreon exclusive podcast. So that's one of the ideas that I have that I think a lot of people might enjoy because it's almost like it would be me and another person talking about magic in the sense of me and my experience in magic and him and his growth in magic. So I think that's something that a lot of people enjoy, and I do want to add more differentiated content to that. But unfortunately, this whole fun situation has been a little bit of a what do you call this slowdown in terms of my process and progress. YouTube is a bag of dicks. That's funny. What happens when you don't credit a trick to someone that you teach? What do you mean, Stefan? What happens when you don't credit a trick to someone that you teach? Okay. Well, in that case, you messed up and you learn from your lesson. If somebody mentions it, if somebody calls it out, then at least it could be a learning experience for everyone. I don't understand how magicians kind of like they delude themselves into thinking that you need to have a knowledge as to 100% of the content of magic 100% of the time. So for example, or call him out on Twitter, you're right, Butcher. But I don't know who said that. Yeah, Butcher. I thought Sima said that. But I feel like magicians delude themselves into thinking that you have a knowledge of 100% of everything when it comes to magic. So whenever you come up with something independently, or you teach something, or you decide to, even sell something, and a magician comes up and says, hey, I came up with this. And there's this whole animosity. There's this whole like, no, you stole my ideas, my money, and all that shit, without having the fucking logical thought of realizing, oh, there's a bunch of magicians in the planet. Maybe somebody came up with something similar. Maybe someone came up with something similar that I didn't necessarily have access to, so I don't have that knowledge to fucking be able to credit you. That's entirely a possibility. And how many things have been created that have been credited either incorrectly or credited after the fact because of, realization and that they came up with that at the time. So you try your best to credit, and you try your best to make sure that the right person is mentioned and that they're credited the entire way. And if they're not necessarily comfortable with you, for example, teaching something that's very similar to something that they might be saying, that you come to an amicable sort of way to conclude it. But at the same time, again, you have a lot of magicians with ego as a fucking issue, and you pretty much, again, look at this whole situation, right? Look at that situation with X and R. Paul Wilson. It's entirely possible that X came up with that independently. It's entirely possible. And yet their solution, or the solution by Paul, is to put him out on Twitter as opposed to sending him a message and saying, hey, that's I came up with that. I'll be I am selling that, so I would greatly appreciate it if you could take that down. And then now okay, that's Paul's move. And Paul could easily show that he's published that before. But again, to blame somebody like X for not knowing that is pretty much indicative of your ego, because you are implying the fact that your knowledge isn't expansive enough to know of my work. So therefore, you need to get fucking chastised, you need to get blamed, you need to get shat on. That's not the case, But I don't know, that's just a long ramble, but I should try stand up. I should, yeah. There's an open mic that I've been contemplating. Simba did say that. Are you saying something, Butcher? Are you saying something, Butcher? But what if you intentionally don't credit them if you feel it isn't necessary? I don't think there's a situation where it wouldn't be necessary, you know, unless maybe it's something that it's so like it's like a double lift, or it's a double undercut. It's a move that's so well ingrained into the lore of Magic that you don't have to necessarily say, oh, here's the double lift created by, fucking Wilbur Johnson in fucking 1840. Like, nah, like, there are moves like that that obviously don't necessarily warrant crediting every time you drive yourself nuts. But just things that should be, concepts and ideas and theories and moves. I think people should know where they came from so that they could look at the original, so that they could kind of like maybe learn and develop their own methods of doing that. And that's the way you progress Magic in this age where YouTube is a thing. If these fucking people that are opposed to YouTube Magic, they don't see a way that YouTube could be something that's beneficial. But again, lay people aren't going to be looking up a 12-minute tutorial on how to use a Hindu shuffle to vanish a card. They're not going to be fucking looking that up unless they have a passing interest in Magic, you know? So the fucking the mentality of, oh great man, now that's exposed. Like, no, it's not exposed because I'm sharing it with a community of people that are interested in Magic. Like, you're again deluding yourself into thinking that lay people are looking up my fucking videos and just for the methods. Like, that's a waste of everybody's time. The Magic Cafe guys are a prime example of this. Yeah, 100%. 100%, man. Hold up, there was something else here that was kind of dope. To follow that rant, can we get into the shout out rant too? What do you mean by shout out rant? Oh, the you're talking about all the standard piggy rants that I've had. Sankey's a great innovator, but comedy, man, his characters are silly. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I remember I bought years ago Sankey's Greatest Hits, where he pretty much had all the same videos that he's been putting up on Instagram, and I really enjoyed seeing his comedy and his work before, he really took off as a creator. So he had like stuff on Canadian television. He had some other stuff. Do you think any other communities are worried about exposure on YouTube? Yeah, wrestling maybe. The wrestlers, I think, might be a community of people that are really ingrained with their secrets. And even though now everybody knows that wrestling is choreographed and fake, there's still little things that they keep to themselves. There was so the Magic Cafe thread that I was alluding to earlier is a Magic is it's somebody that had a question about a Michael Weber trick. So I think Max Maven mentioned that he mentioned a couple magicians, and he mentioned uh, Paul Weber, not Paul Weber, fuck whatever his name is, Michael Weber dropped 3 cards on the floor, and this particular magician who started the thread wanted to figure out what the effect was, and then several magicians chimed in saying that Michael Weber doesn't want people to know what the effect is because he wants to keep it that way. If he wants to share the effect, then he'll share it. But it was pretty much not warranted for somebody to share the effect because it's not their effect. And you experience it on your own, So you experience it if you see Michael Weber in a convention and you ask him to do it. So I think that there's at least somewhat of a value to that because then you keep the mystery alive. So there are certain magicians that they have tricks that they don't share with anyone, and they have these mysteries that even though YouTube is a thing, and even though uh, methods are easily available to absolutely anybody, they still have these little nuggets that are fucking just gold. So Richard Osterlund, for example, he has this bent penny trick that he's never shared on any of his publications, but it's as clean as him asking for a penny, grabbing the penny, open hands, bending it, and then giving back. It's that clean, and yet he's able to do it. So things like that I think do keep the mystery alive. That's again one of the reasons I don't show my face. That's one of the reasons I don't show my face. I do love the element of mystery, and I rather not necessarily. I rather sacrifice, for example, easier marketing. I rather sacrifice empathy with emotion, and I rather do things like that and keep the mystery of not knowing who I am, not knowing my face, not doing all these aspects, because then again, there is something more. So that's something that's added to it, something that's I think missing in magic. So that's at least something that I'm keeping to myself. But there's something else. But again, I don't think that YouTube is bad for anything. I don't think YouTube is bad for magic in any sense. I think people that call it exposure, they're really fucking RB. As an automotive technician, I have an issue with exposure on YouTube. Someone unqualified doing breaks is scary. Also devalues the qualification. That is a great point. Yeah, that is a great point. You have dumbasses like me tinkering around a fucking motorcycle going, I think it's a solenoid. Sparks are flying everywhere. What I meant is that sentence was a person teaching a trick and they find crediting not necessarily tricks made by other people. Do you think that's a disservice? I think that's a disservice. I think that if you can credit, you should. And if you don't, then I think you're limiting in the sense of what's available. So, for example, if I show you a trick, right, and I just present that trick as is, that's it. That's the end of it. So you just get the trick, the effect, and the performance and the explanation. That's what you get. But this trick is a variation on a plot by Darwin Ortiz that you could find in Scams and Fantasies. His book that came out in 1992, yada, yada, yada. If you want to look that up, here's a resource. Here's where you could find it. Now look at that. That turned from a simple trick to now a wider scope. So it turned into a wider scope of you being able to now understand that there's a genesis to this. So Darwin Ortiz is somebody that came up with this particular thing, and now you have Darwin Ortiz to explore, and he's a whole world of concepts. Then you could explore into other stuff. So it's like just a bunch of stuff that you're missing out by not crediting. So I think that crediting just kind of inspires a deeper look as to other plots and a deeper look into magic as an art form, as opposed to just looking at it by effect and trick, and that's it. Are we all throwing shade at Evanera? I want to collab with Evanera, man. I would love to collab with him. I want to see if he's. I want to know if he watched my video on him. I want to know if he watched my fucking video. Ricky J's 52 assistants had a lot of crediting that really added to the story. Yeah, and you saw how masterful it was. Because he's able to ingrain these credits, these honest credits, into the pattern of his magic. He's able to pretty much make a very mundane pattern about the four queens in an assembly trick. He made it entertaining. Amazing. Gonna be disappointed if I ever meet you in person and discover that the Pigcake logo isn't just a caricature. Yeah, it's an actual photograph. It's an actual the fucking photograph of my actual face. Magic theory is just one of the best parts of magic. I think so, yeah. But a lot of people, especially the younger ones, they tend to just want to focus on trick, trick, trick. And you have a lot of people marketing towards that. So you have a lot of people marketing towards the younger magicians because they know they're going to spend money because they are most interested in method. They're not interested in effect. They're not interested in potentially not ending up having to... They just want to get the newest stuff. So I think that you need to slow down, especially when you're younger, and realize that I think every magician went through that phase where if you have the means, you just buy stuff just because you can't figure it out. But that's definitely doing yourself a disservice. Yeah, there was a fucking motorcycle that just came up behind me. Obviously not mine because mine is fucking not working. But yeah, I just think that hopefully, at least me, in what I'm doing on YouTube, kind of inspires people if they do decide to try to copy the format of, making dumb, stupid jokes while I'm doing dumb tutorials and then trying to copy the character, do whatever. The one thing that I really want to hopefully pass off is this idea of getting back and mentioning people and mentioning the origin and kind of crediting and doing it that way, you know. So I hope that that's the case of that, or at least I hope that also the crediting kind of gets people to almost kind of like look outwardly and not just look at my stuff, you know, to look at other stuff, not just look at Pigcake stuff, but to look at other works. By the way, have you been watching me in the shower? The video released today was almost exactly the plot I was thinking about in the shower this morning. Really? Like, what specifically? I enjoy your theory lessons. Well, I think it comes from experience, man. It comes from experience. It comes from making mistakes. And it comes from pretty much being everything that I dislike at one point. You know, because at one point I was that young person that was kind of like trying to just wanting to buy things just to figure it out until one day I realized, this is a waste of money, time, effort, and I'm not really learning anything. I'm just learning this particular trick. And it turns out most of the shit is not going to be stuff that's practical or stuff that I'm going to use, stuff that's going to help me in my magic and, learning about the art and appreciating it. I'll just buy it, envelope. It's a deck that turns into an envelope. When the fuck am I going to use that? But it looked cool on video. So that's pretty much why I got it. So again, I've just learned, if it's something that's going to be worth it in terms of either financial value, so I'm gonna get the money back for the trick that I bought somehow, whether that's through YouTube or some other way, or if I'm going to get it back in theory, in cost of theory and progression in my magic. It's really late on the west coast of Florida. I'm gonna have to bed soon. Yeah, I'm gonna have to nap it up here too, man. I didn't realize it was like fucking 12, man. 12, son. Yeah, because if you, Xavier and Assad, whenever I teach a trick, I not only give credit, but I understand why I give credit to the point where I'm obsessed with it. Hey, there you go, son. There you go. See, that's kind of dope because then, hopefully that kind of shows people that it's not just about the trick. It's also about the person that made it, So that's also something that's helpful. But, to each their own. To each person has different sort of mentalities and different ways they approach it. I want to see Pigcake perform walk around with the pattern he uses in videos. Yeah, that'll be great. Like, hey, here I have a deck. Hey, I have a deck. Are you retarded? Are you? Okay. Can you pay attention? Thank you. Take a card out, sir. Make sure to memorize it. Show it to your friends. You don't have any friends? Lonely life, right? Yeah, it's great. That's the standard Pigcake. Could you imagine layman looking at this? I hope no females ever see this, man. I hope no females ever see this because then I'll definitely never get pussy. I'll never even see it. Never even see the shape ever again. Ever. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a magician. I don't know what it looks like. When will YouTube magic be recycled? Well, all magic's recycled. All magic's recycled, man. I think every single piece of magic is fucking recycled. There's very few original pieces now. If you want to even call it that. That kind of street magic would work here in Albuquerque. Try that shit. Oh, that's fucking great. Here, shuffle the deck. That's enough. Right? But that's one thing, at least, that you're doing, Stefan, is that you are recording yourself, and then you're kind of seeing what you say in camera. Because a lot of times you don't even realize what you say. You don't realize the things you say. You don't realize your little mannerisms. You don't realize little dumb things and little things that could really take away from the effect that you might even do without even thinking, So that's always a good thing, to record yourself, to have somebody record you. and then to watch it back and then kind of learn from that and to see what it is that you could take out, what it is that you could add in, if anything. I think the biggest secret too is to always try to eliminate, never add. I think that that's helped me out tremendously. Usually when I was trying to learn magic and when I was when are you gonna realize I'm Piggy Showbot? Are you? Goddamn. But yeah, I think taking away definitely improves stuff more than adding stuff. So when you add stuff, you know, that's another thing that you gotta think. That's another potential instant where you could say something that you don't necessarily mean. But when you take stuff away, Piggy, just rearrange the letters. But I think if taking stuff away, I think usually improves stuff more. That doesn't work for your body. That doesn't fucking work for your body. If you take away a hand, you're fucked. If you take away a leg, you're fucked. But usually for tricks, things benefit by taking away. Yeah, definitely subscribe to Stefan. He's got some hot stuff. Is there a 2-card Monty without a top change? Not that I know of. I remember seeing a variant a while ago with the triple lift, a couple triple lifts. But that's apart from it. I don't know if you could avoid doing a top change. But I mean, the misdirection is so heavy, it doesn't really make sense. One thing I'd hate is David Blaine kind of ruining the trick, honestly. I think David Blaine kind of ruined it because David Blaine added this whole bit, right, where he's like, okay, so look, I'm gonna switch it. You see that? I'm gonna switch it. So without looking, I'm just gonna do that one more time. Which one do you think is the one you're holding, and which one am I holding? And it kind of inspired everyone to try to do this little dumb action here, as opposed to doing the trick as it was originally written up and done. But I was that too, you know. I was that too at one point. Subscribe to me. I have some of Pigcakes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a stream here, man. It's been a bit. I actually negated uploading this video because I need to. Here's my process now, by the way. Before it was as simple as just uploading it to YouTube from the computer. Now I have to transfer it to this phone, and I have to transfer it from there to YouTube from this phone, which doesn't take long, by the way. It takes like maybe 4 or 5 minutes, but still, the process of transferring it from the computer to the phone is usually a hassle. For some odd reason, I don't know why Google Google decided to make the Pixel phone the hardest thing to transfer files into, even if you have a cable. Dumb. But yeah, so that's the process now. And then I gotta use a hotspot on this so that I could turn the internet on the laptop, so that then I could update the fine text and the description and the end slate and all that. So that's the process that I'm gonna go through because apparently that's the mobile grind, man. That's the mobile grind. So yeah, thank you guys for being part of this hot live stream, man. Connect to my wife. God damn it. What else? What else am I gonna say, man? What else am I gonna say? This video is going up on Saturday, right? This video is gonna go up on Saturday. Last one was the best enhanced false shuffle. I like this one. I'll do one last one. This one. That's my favorite one. That's kind of my favorite one. That's kind of a combination of a bunch of different ideas, you know. But where are we going on Valentine's Day? Are you gonna be down here, Butcher? Are you gonna be down here? Oh shit. Yeah, man. I'm gonna end this here. Thank you guys for jumping around this live stream. Look out for that video on Saturday. If you haven't seen today's video, make sure to check it out. Make sure to do some dankness on that video. It's kind of a hot Hindu shuffle, vanish sort of idea if you haven't checked it out. Apart from that, yeah, thank you guys, man. Thank you guys. You guys are really dope with these live streams. So, these nuts. I'm gonna go figure out different ways to ingest a crystal and exude a copy of Pathways into Darkness